Red Carpet Comedy is my venue for the 41st week of 260 minutes. I'm fairly excited for this evening. There's 4 big premises that I'm working on. The last one in particular I'm excited about. It's something that I deal with on a daily basis, or I guess weekly basis, but I haven't had a chance to talk about on stage yet. I don't have an ending for it, but I have about an hour now. Hopefully something comes to mind between now and then. I had my first, well, it's not my first time. I had another instance of realizing I'm getting old before my time when last week I was hobbled by an inadequate chair. I wasn't using the chair in any special way. I was sitting on the chair, and the weight of my torso combined with gravity means I bruised my tailbone. The only chair I could sit in for the rest of that week was the toilet. That was the only comfortable one to get me around it. And it was so unfortunate, because actually a few weeks earlier, I sneezed and hurt my neck. Which means the only part of my body that is any good right now is my lungs. Which is, like, if they're stronger than my neck, that's a bad place to be, I think. Like, I'm gonna have to start smoking so I degrade more uniformly. Because with this lung power, the next time I get a cough, I'm gonna kill myself. Not like suicide, I'm just gonna and just break my neck. Suicide, the cure for the common cold. Bell Mobility almost broke me and my girlfriend up last week. They did this, we were texting about something, and she sent me a text that said K, as in okay, as in And Bell Mobility said, wait, hold that one back. She didn't mean to send it just yet. So then later we were texting, and she said, I ordered you a beer, and I texted back, I love you. Not just because of the beer, but it helped. And then Bell Mobility said, send the K! So I read it as, I love you. K. I love you. Still? I'm wondering what else they're holding back from the conversation, too. Like, what else she sent that I haven't received. I wake up one morning to, I think we should take things slow. I just broke up with someone. Am I the subject or recipient of that? Either way, I'm about to become very depressed. I really enjoy being original, not just in comedy, but in life. In comedy, people say, oh, you still write dick jokes. Yeah, but they're about my dick. Nobody's done that before. Cosby didn't do anything about that. It's very, very new, very original. The hardest place to be original, though, I find, is when you're wishing condolences to somebody. Like, I'm always the first to say condolences. I like to be on that right away. Because after you hear it 2 or 3 times, you just don't care. You're just like, yeah, Kay, whatever. I'm too eager sometimes. Friends will say, like, oh, sad news, my grandma. Condolences! Didn't have any extra baking. At funerals, it's especially bad. I feel like you have to have, like, a crib sheet with you to wish them something unique. You know, you're just sitting there like, did anybody tell you he was a good man? Yeah? Shit. Did anybody tell you he's in a better place? Really? Fuck. Has anybody looked at you and nodded knowingly? Really? Oh, Jesus. Did anybody say that he had a good life? No? Awesome! He led a good life. My first... I can wait. I don't care. My first time in a church was for my grandfather's funeral. It was an open casket in a hot church with my dead grandfather and then dead Jesus right above him. Not a good first experience for a church. Also, it was like the middle of summer and there was no... Here's the thing. If you have an open casket, you should have to have air conditioning. Like, keep that makeup in place. You didn't know. I've actually never been to a funeral where there's somebody has spoken that actually knew the person that had died. It's all these, like, the very standard Catholic masses. I was actually at one Catholic funeral for my aunt, and the guy was reading about her life like it was his grade 5 book report on Charlotte's Web. It was just like, and then the pig came around. Like, it was just ridiculous. And then at one point in his eulogy, quote unquote, he actually used the phrase, "I understand that Rita had a family." No shit. Yeah. No. This church is full on a Tuesday afternoon for an urn viewing. Look at the brass on that thing. That's nice. Wow. People get mad at me a lot sometimes. Not for anything that I say or do. Not for anything valid either. Here's a conversation that I will have on a weekly basis. Me. I don't like cheese. Them. Are you lactose intolerant? Me. No. Them. What the fuck is wrong with you? Cheese is awesome. It's the best thing ever. You're wrong about this and everything. All of those are actual quotes, by the way, that I've been told about not liking cheese. And the lactose intolerant thing is the kicker. Like, cheese cannot like me, but I cannot not like it. That's this. No, fuck you, you're an idiot. Like, if I was intolerant, people would be sad for me, but because I just don't like it, I'm like Hitler. It's just the worst thing. I kind of live in this gray area. I've actually thought about faking lactose intolerance. I mean, I've faked being interested before. I can surely do that. It would get me out of all these conversations, at least. I've met people that don't like olives, asparagus, or seafood, but if you don't like cheese, you have to have a doctor's note. You have to have medication to back it up type thing. Also, it's not all just, it's some other dairy too, like sour cream. What the title is the indicator. Right there. Sour milk. Ew, sour cream. Mmm. Put that on fucking everything. Some people, when they find out I don't like cheese, they do ask, well, you like pizza though, right? And yeah, I'm not crazy, okay? Pizza is awesome, because it has stuff on there to distract from the cheese. Like, for me, cheese at best is a binding agent. It just keeps edible foods together long enough to get them into my face. That's all that it's there for. Actually, honestly, at its absolute best, it's like a seasoning. Like, it enhances some flavors. But that's all that it does. It's not a food that you would eat on your own. We're not in university anymore. We don't just suck on ketchup packets. My roommate will actually do that to me, not suck on ketchup packets. Most of you know him. He's the guy taking pictures, the little guy there. I'm sorry, that was me. Not little guy, that's a perspective thing, because I'm gargantuan, and he's, like, okay, he's smaller than I am. Like, his sleeping bag is tight on me. But, I'm smiling now, not at myself, because I have to suppress my gag reflex right now. He will come out of the living room with a spoon and a small tub of cottage cheese and eat that where people are living. It is objectively gross to me. I hate it. Every time he starts doing it, I start going on Kijiji looking for other apartments. I want to get a motel room for his dirty little cheese dates. It's disgusting. I would rather he have loud sex, because at least loud sex doesn't look like boiling a bag of vomit. Yeah, it is bad. Some parts of cheese are objectively gross, though, and I hope you can back me up on this. Feta is the grossest. It secretes its own liquid. Like, it's just packed in its own filth. Every time a liquid's coming out of my body, it's disgusting. Cheese should have the same rules that my body does. I'm just saying, that seems fair to me. And there's a parallel for this. I've just taken it one step further. From feta, I've just gone to all cheese, right? There's a parallel to this. Let's say that you really like swimming, but you find hot tubbing kind of gross. Because hot tubbing is kind of gross. I mean, it's just filth. But swimming isn't that much better. I mean, you're just lying to yourself about how gross it is. Like, oh, I'm just going to go and ingest some diluted urine. That's what it is. Any activity where you have to shower before and after is not a clean activity. 2 shower minimum is not a good place to start. You're doing the same thing with cheese. Feta's gross, but you're like, you focus on the positive side of cheese, right? That's my problem. I just don't focus on the positive. I'm kind of I'm a little negative person, so I understand that about myself. I get it. That's probably why I don't like cheese. That's what's wrong with me, okay? So I have 2 options. Either I can work on myself and become a better human and be a bit more positive, or I can tell everybody that I'm lactose intolerant. And if you know me, you know I'm doing the second one. That's all for me. Thanks very much. Say that I'm intrepid or cavalier, but I think that they could stand to really raise the caliber of their company. I don't want to...
Week 41 was a lot of fun to do. I like pretty much all those premises. I'm really happy that that thing about not liking cheese but still liking pizza is finally written and out, because I've been working on that. It's been kind of carrying forward in my notebook for a few weeks. Speaking of notebooks, I've polished one off. It's going to be tough to show you because I got the hand on the camera. Even written down tonight's set list right up to the last page of it, which is pretty cool. I got to start a new one. There's always a sense of feeling of accomplishment after doing that. I'm looking forward to cracking open the new one as well. And I'm looking forward to trying all that material again.